First of all, to all of our sponsors, I know you get hit up for money all the time. I think by sitting through this, you can see this was money very well spent. So please continue to do so, and thank you for your support. It's my pleasure to talk about Sam Alonso. While food, water, air, and shelter are the four basic human needs, human interaction and communication are also extremely important for survival and mental health. Communicating with others allows us to demonstrate our wants and needs and to start and maintain relationships with people. The ability to communicate with others is also influenced by our confidence to actually have the conversations with people around us. The McGowan Courage Award recipient for Shelby High School, Sam Alonso, has had a lifelong speech impediment that has negatively impacted his confidence and his ability to communicate with others. Sam says that for as long as he can remember, he has had a speech impediment. It varies in severity, and at times when he was younger, it was so bad that he could not verbally communicate with others. For years, he kept quiet because of the embarrassment and the anxiety that was brought on by his stuttering. In August of 2019, pay attention to the date, August 2019, Sam and his mother moved to Wuhan, China. Yes, that Wuhan, China. A move that the family thought would open their eyes to new experiences and opportunities to meet new people was not to be. The COVID virus was spreading throughout China, and the Alonso family was trapped in their apartment. In March of 2020, they left China and stayed with Mrs. Alonso's family in the San Francisco area. COVID shutdowns and quarantines led to more isolation, and it felt like the family may still be in China. Finally, the family moved back to Shelby, and Sam enrolled in Shelby High School for the 2020-21 school year, his sophomore year. Sam's confidence was extremely low, and his social anxiety was near an all-time high. Sam says it felt strange to be in a high school since he was not used to being around so many people. It can be very difficult for anyone to start at a new school their sophomore year, much less someone with a speech impediment and severe social anxiety. His anxiety was so great that it was very difficult for him to find friends and engage with others. But Sam found something that he was passionate about, his classes. He really enjoyed American history and geography his sophomore year, as well as his English class. Suddenly his confidence grew, and he began to put himself in more social situations and engage with others. He began to be more involved in his classes, and his confidence increased even more. Then Sam made a decision that surprised his mom and all of us, really. Sam wanted to join the academic challenge team. How would someone with a severe speech impediment and social anxiety handle the pressure and stress of answering questions in a timely manner in an academic challenge tournament? Well, the answer was very well. Sam is a vital member of the team, specializing in history and geography questions. He has an amazing amount of confidence during the matches and does not shy away from even the most difficult questions. As a matter of fact, over the weekend, they were at the national tournament in Chicago, and I just found this out. Sam was ranked really high among all the people who were there. Sam will graduate in the top 10 of his class, plans to attend the Ohio State University next year. He is contemplating a degree in world politics and possibly journalism. He is also the winner of a Horatio Alger Scholarship, which is awarded nationally to students who have faced and overcome great obstacles in their lives. That is a great way to describe Sam. He has faced and overcome obstacles. Through therapy, being involved, and pushing himself, Sam no longer has a diagnosis of social anxiety. He's a bright, confident young man who will continue to grow stronger. Shelby High School is proud to introduce our Rotary McGowan Courage Award recipient, Sam Alonso.
Thank you. All right, so seeing as I was told of the option to write down a speech, I thought, man, I have to do that, right? Well, before I start, I want to call attention to Mr. Tim Tarvin, the superintendent of Shelby High School. He just retired or he's about to retire. And he has served us for a long time, and he's been great at his job, and we all love him. Please, a round of applause. All right. Now that that's out of the way, the real fun can begin. First, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the staff and administration of Shelby High School for selecting me as a recipient of the McGowan Courage Award. It's an honor to receive this award, and I'm so grateful to everyone who has helped me on my long journey here. Thank you very much. Now, with the rest of my time on this soapbox, I'd like to discuss something near and dear to my heart, which you may not expect. Oh, okay. I'm here to discuss Spider-Man. I know, little unexpected. But you have to hear me out. I promise I do have something between my ears. It's not just empty space. I'll admit, talking about Spider-Man during an award ceremony may seem odd, and it is, but as Shakespeare once wrote, though this be madness, yet there is method in it. And everyone has to adhere to Shakespeare, right? The reason I wanted to talk about Spider-Man today is because of his powerful impact on the man I have and hope to become. Ever since I was young, I was fascinated with the character of Spider-Man. His strength, speed, and charisma were obviously unmatched. But more important than those was his morality. Unlike many other superheroes, Spider-Man refuses to take the lives of his enemies. He lives by the creed of his slain Uncle Ben, with great power comes great responsibility. Hearing that line over and over again, seeing as I watched those movies more times than there are stars in the sky, it dug its way deep into my consciousness. That noble creed, built upon personal sacrifice and a duty to fight for others, mixed with the other elements of my growing mind to form the man I am today. Growing up with a speech impediment and mental health concerns, I relied on others throughout much of my life. After a period of devastating isolation during the pandemic, as Mr. Geis talked about, I discovered that my saving grace, my stabilizer, was the presence of and connection to other people. It may be no surprise then that Spider-Man's creed stuck with me so strongly. Just like my hero, other people became my rock, linchpin that guided my journey. And so, just like him, I planned to dedicate my life to others, to fight for those without a voice, to fight for those who are outcast, to fight for those who are pressed under the unjust cold boot of the system. To keep me on this road, I have my hero's creed, my creed, etched into my right arm with a stark, matter-of-fact green ink. As you can see. And now, as I step off my soapbox, I'd like to share a quote from another one of my inspirations, Mahatma Gandhi. It is one I implore both you and me to follow. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Thank you.